Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are here with Justin and his Giant TCR Advance 1 PC. I've never heard of a Giant TCR with the letters PC. I think before we started recording, I asked you what is PC and you have no idea. I have no idea. So anyone who's watching, please don't ask us that question. We have no idea. Hey, Justin, thanks for coming and over to you.
Alright, thank you for having me. So right here is my TCR Advance 1 PC. I got it at Tay Junction for 200k and I've owned it for just about a year, maybe slightly more. Yeah, I am 1.77 meters tall, but I chose to run a size medium because my torso is quite long and I don't have the longest legs. In front, I have a 3T Ergonova team. Super GoPro alloy, yeah. So I'm running a 3T Super Ergo alloy handlebars, 38cm width because my shoulders are damn small. The stem is stock actually. It came with that stem, and I'm still using it today because it's a good stem and it fits me. So yeah, why not? It's a 110 Giant contact alloy stem. So both of my components are in the front are alloy because I have crashed in the past before. I'm a bit scared of using carbon bars. Those are Shimano Ortega shifters. And moving to the saddle, this is a specialized power arc saddle. And what I like about it is that it's good because it allows me to lean forward more as compared to like a flatter saddle. It's not the most comfortable, but it fits me the best because it allows me to roll my pelvis forward. I'm running Shimano Ortega. It came stock with the bike, but it's Ortega, it's good, right? I have a 5236 chain ring in front and a 1130 cassette at the back. So what I like about it is that it's a rather wide gear ratio, which is quite useful in Singapore. I mean, yeah, it's quite flat in Singapore, but when you go to Faber, okay, I get killed by everyone in Faber. These wheel sets were not stock, right? So I got them at one bike, and these are the Han Aero White 50 carbon rims. So what I like about them is that they roll surprisingly fast, given that it's not the top tier model. Yeah, it can feel a bit heavy to accelerate, but when you get it up to speed, it's quite shook to ride basically. Honestly, right, at that time I just wanted the most economical frame possible, and it was at the time right before the prices hiked up significantly. So the stock bike itself with Ortega actually came in around 2.8k, which is, I think I mentioned before, right? It's quite economical. No, before this I rode a between Triben 520. Yeah, okay lah. It was good. It was good while it lasted lah. I had some good memories with it. Compared to the stock alloy wheels, yes. Honestly, the stock alloy wheels are not bad also. The Giant PA2 wheels, I think they have quite good reputation for being very sturdy and bomb-proof. But I think carbon wheels are more fun to ride lah, definitely.
How much you pay for the wheels?
The wheels were 1.75, yes.
Why did you consider wind space?
Okay, honestly, I did consider wind space, but I forgot the reason that I went with Han, but I was actually considering. I remember I was considering wind space.
Because the price is almost the same, right?
The price is almost the same. It's slightly cheaper.
And it comes with carbon spokes.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But I think I remember the reason now. It sounds a bit dumb to say that I want alloy spokes, but alloy spokes are more bomb-proof.
I've never heard anyone breaking carbon spokes though, but I've never ridden carbon spokes.
It can happen. I'm a bit scared about carbon honestly, because I've crashed quite a few times already. My hands are laced to Vittoria Corsa Controls G2.0. Hot take, I do not like GP5K because I've had personal experience with GP5K. I do not. It's not my favorite tire.
Why?
Because I don't know whether it's just to me, but I felt like it was a bit too grippy on dry roads and it was a bit too slick on wet roads. And Corsa controls are honestly the best for any weather.
Have you tried the GP5000?
Yeah, I had personal experience with it.
Which one do you think is better in terms of rolling?
Rolling Corsa.
Really?
I prefer Corsa
How does this bike perform on flats and on the bike?
Honestly, it's fast on flats. And like it is a lightweight bike by nature, but it's quite fast on flats also. Because the thing about this TCR is that it's very stiff. Giant has this oversized bottom bracket area thing, so they reinforce the bottom bracket area. So when you put in power through the pedals, it's surprisingly stiff. Like all my friends who have tried this bike was like, whoa. Sorry, yeah, because I have friends who ride tarmac, SL6 tarmac, right? And then when they try this bike, it's like whoa, yeah.
Anything that you wish was different on the bike?
Nothing. I think every bike is a good bike by nature, and I think we just have to appreciate what we have lah.
Why rim and not this?
Oh, cause it's easier to maintain honestly. It's way easier to maintain.
Have you tried this?
No, but I've heard horror stories about this. And I think with Singapore's terrain, rim is still quite good. It seems like the industry is headed towards this, but hopefully there will still be rim models available somewhere in the future.
We'll move on to Instagram Q&A. If you want to ask your Instagram questions for my next bike interview, follow me on Instagram. First question, should a climbing bike have aero cockpit or just a regular cockpit? Would it make a difference for you?
Personally, any cockpit is fine. As long as you like the cockpit, that's better. But I'm quite okay with this alloy cockpit that I have now. I agree that what is it, integrated cockpit, right?
Like a one-piece cockpit.
Integrated cockpit is definitely stiffer because it's a one piece, right? But if your budget is not that high, it should suffice having a budget cockpit. Whatever works for you, exactly, yeah.
Please remove the excess steerer tube. Cyclist prefers aesthetics over second-hand value.
Thank you for the comment. I've had multiple people tell me to remove the excess steerer tube, so you're not the first. Because I know that there will be a day that I have to sell this bike and upgrade, right? So to keep its sell-on value, just decided to keep some of the steerer tube. Actually, I've cut it some already. It's not the original height, so I've shortened it already. The original height was like, wow, damn tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to protect that bottom bolt there. All right, so go about that much. So it's going to sit in. I'm going to plug him in there, and so you can sort of see it just covers that bolt there. All right. So when you do up these bolts here, then that protects it because it's not hollow. All right. So if you put it in there and I now try and crush my hand, I can't crush my hand. If I take it out, boom, I can crush. All right. So if someone's got their hand around here, my hand can't be crushed. We take the plug out, and this is the stem, and we're crushing that steerer. All right. So all the noobs out there who say it doesn't matter, you can ride as many spaces as you want above your stem on a carbon steerer. Alloy doesn't apply because alloy doesn't really crush like carbon does. All right. Carbon's very, very fragile. Do not clamp something that's hollow, especially a steerer tube, a seat tube. In a bike rack, again, is an issue. The seat post is a little bit different, but yeah, hollow. There's so much torsion here. There's so much twisting going on. All right, there's so much twisting going on. It creates a very weak area.
How deep are the Hun wheels?
All these wheels are 50 mm in depth. It's a good mix between an aero wheelset and a lightweight wheelset. Of course, it's not one or the other. It's a mix of both.
This question is not even related to the bike, but I'll ask it for the sake of entertainment. How does he get those looks of his?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Don't you think the cables look like it's flying everywhere, like a 2 watts drag?
Yes, you can say so, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not much. And having some slack is good because if you want to modify anything, it's not a waste. Then you don't need to change there, everything. So yeah, I decided to keep some of the excess wires.
How is the braking performance on the Hun wheels? What can you compare this to?
I haven't had much experience on other carbon wheel sets, but Hun wheels, they actually brake pretty well even in the wet. So I had friends who used other wheels before these Hun wheels, right? So me and my friend got the same wheels. And then he was saying how well they perform in the wet compared to his old carbon wheel set. So I think comparatively it's quite good. braking wise, both in the wet and the dry.
What's going on with that saddle angle?
Thanks for your input. I actually tilted it back flat because I was messing with my saddle 4.5. So while messing with the saddle 4.5, I managed to somehow screw up the entire saddle angle. So I rode around with the saddle angle for a good 5 to 6 months, and I got so sick and tired of it, I finally tilted it flat.
Why Giant and not track?
Honestly, it's a very straightforward answer. It's cheaper.
Is it just me or the bottle cage position is very low? And is it difficult to take the bottle out?
I think if your torso is okay, honestly everyone is different, but to me it feels perfectly fine, perfectly normal. I don't really have to stretch to remove my bottles.
The down tube bottle cage looks like it's a bit lower compared to most bikes. But yeah, I mean if it works for you and you can pick out your bottle, what's the problem? Why is your heart rate 195 at Mandai?
Who was this from? Oh, of course I was chasing you.
Why did you slam down the stem?
When I started, I actually had a super tall stereo tube. So my stem was all the way up there. But I think gradually as I rode, I got more flexible. My back got more flexible. So and I felt more comfortable riding a lower stem. So it slowly went all the way down.
How's it on the uphill? Is it feeling good?
Yeah, it feels damn good uphill because I think I mentioned before what I like about this TCR compared to I've tried other bikes, but I mean not for a long period of time. Tried uphills, but what I like about this TCR is that it's damn stiff. Like it's super stiff. Like it's surprisingly stiff for lightweight bike. Cause some lightweight bikes some people might complain it's not stiff enough, but this TCR is very very stiff uphill. So if you're not used to a very stiff bike, it might feel a little uncomfortable at the start, but you'll get used to it.
Are Hun wheels any good for its price?
For its price, I would say it's pretty good because it rolls rather well for its price.
Have you been having issues with the saddle creak? My TCR seems to have that problem.
Thanks for your comment. The only reason I had saddle creaks in the past was because I did not tighten my saddle, and I was damn confused. But once I tightened the saddle, it was okay. I didn't have any creaks.
What's the top speed you have ever gotten on this bike?
Not as fast as you. No, I think 60 plus. Yeah.
Do you think it's a good bike for the price?
For the price, definitely. Yeah. But the problem with this is that now bike prices hike, right? But when the price that I got this at, it was damn good for its price.
What would be the next upgrade be and why?
Oh, I don't know, sia. Wow, that's a damn good question. Power meter? Probably. I think for now it should be okay lah.
Not a carbon bar.
Nah, I'm okay with an alloy bar. Okay. Honestly, yeah, cause it's a bit less risky on alloy bars lah. Okay. Yeah.
Justin, thanks for coming, man, and see you again.
Thanks for having me, and ride safe, guys. I think we start. You want to wait? Or use one take? Okay.
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 Let's pretend like.
Okay. Advanced 1 PC. Honestly, no one. Huh?
Sorry. I think you're gonna look at me.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Or not the 3T Super Ergo Pro handlebars. Pro, alamak. Sorry, it's not Pro. It's alloy. sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. It's more casual lah.
Yeah.
Okay, can. I bought this at Tay Junction. Sorry, can try again.
Yeah.
Sorry. Specialized power arc saddle because it allows. Okay.
Why?
Wait,